Hey, this is Brandon with On Course Outdoors. We're getting ready to meet up with some friends and go on a little trip up to Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area out in Cole Township, Pennsylvania. Stay tuned. Let's take a trip. Start seeing signs like this along the way, you know you're getting close. We finally made it. We went in, we got our passes for the 2 days we were going to be there. Luckily our buddy Chris with Quad Billies had already got a campsite. We just had to find him. We got all of our stuff set up, just hung out at the campsite for the evening, and going to explore the campground a little bit and maybe talk to some of the neighbors, see what kind of rigs everybody else is driving here. Our neighbors right beside us had some pretty serious rigs. Had some custom rock crawlers. Their campers were really neat too, some big trucks with some truck bed campers. They had a box truck they made into a little camper with a haul and a trailer. So yeah, definitely some pretty cool ingenuity going on. Well, we found the Quad Billies. We ended up setting up camp, just kind of hanging out for the rest of the evening. We did end up getting some rain, so we had to set the canopy and everything up. And we actually ended up bringing some dirt bikes with us. We usually end up riding dirt bikes. Obviously, all of our buddies ride quads. But with the rain, we decided it might be a little bit better to borrow a couple quads. So first thing in the morning, we went out to check out the trails. So on your way out of the campground, you drive through the main parking lot for Anthracite, and big gravel parking lot. Everybody was just showing up for the day, getting their day passes. There's also a little store over on the hill, and you can stop in, get some drinks, some snacks, and they have some people up there making food. Everybody's super nice to deal with. Really, really nice setup. Now this is a neat place to ride. They have all kinds of different trails here, and they're all divided into different skill levels. There are some rocky terrain, some power lines you can ride on, yeah, all of them are a lot of fun. They do have a hill climb here, and Gavin's actually coming down from the top down right now. And unlike most hill climbs that I'm used to, this one has swales every, so many yards going up through here. Obviously, it's to prevent erosion, but man, it really makes it a little bit tough. It takes away all your momentum when you're going up here. Doesn't even begin to show how steep this is. Oh no. If you try to nail it going up through here, you're just going to end up kind of jumping and then slowing back down. I had hit this the day before on my dirt bike before we started to get this rain, and unfortunately I didn't have any footage of it, but yeah, I dropped the bike. So yeah, that was fun. The soil up here is a little bit different than I'm used to. We're used to a lot of clay, mud. It's more of a sandy coal kind of texture. It's really weird. It doesn't clump in your tread quite as much as clay does, but it's still every bit as slippery. And you can see right here, this Jeep trying to make it up through here. It gets pretty slick. Man, that was slick yesterday, let alone all the rain we had last night. I guess you could almost back down a little bit and then turn sideways into that thing. These treads are just getting full of mud. What do you think? Alright, well, he'll be fine. Let's keep riding. Pink arrows! Yeah, whenever you check into the desk when you're riding at any of these places, make sure you pick up a paper trail map. It'll have a color-coded map on there, and all the different colors of the trails on the map are going to relate to the colored arrows that are on the trees, and it'll let you know exactly where you're going. This Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area has, I believe, over 6,500 acres to ride on. But with the way that they have the map set up and all the arrows on the trees, it's pretty easy to find your way around. Pink arrow facing that way. Now usually when I'm riding with the kids, I like to keep them in front of me, that way I keep an eye on them, make sure nothing happens. I've been riding with Gavin for a long time. He's been riding since he was little. So every now and then, you know, it's time to goof off and let him follow me. Now it is pretty cool seeing a lot of these Jeeps that are up here and a lot of the pickup trucks. There were a decent amount of them running around. I'm guessing because of the mud and some of the weather that we're having. There wasn't quite as many people out on dirt bikes or four-wheelers. We saw a lot of side-by-sides and a lot of Jeeps. But it's still pretty early in the morning, so still not a whole lot of people out on the trails. But as it gets later in the day, a lot more people do come out and get going. Obviously, as the summer months come in, I'm sure it gets pretty busy up here. But we'll have to come back in the summer and see how it is. Now these aren't our four-wheelers. All the quad billies were nice enough to let us borrow these for the morning to run around. So we're trying to be somewhat careful with them. We don't want to go breaking anybody else's machines, although, you know, more than happy to help them fix anything or any maintenance, issues that they might have. We end up working on a lot of stuff together anyhow, but still, just out of respect, anytime you're borrowing somebody else's machine, take it easy. That's why we're sticking to a lot of these easier trails right now, and we just didn't really want to, be breaking stuff on somebody else's machines. I know it's tough with work, school, life, you know, whatever you have going on. It really is tough to make the time to take little trips like this. You know, whether you're riding four-wheelers, you know, you're just going out and taking a walk. It's definitely nice to get your kids, get your friends, your family, go out and do something. You know, that's out of your daily routine. These are the things they're definitely going to remember. That's going to make a big impact. And trust me, I am far from perfect at it. You know, I run my own business along with my family. We get tied up, you know, being self-employed, you get tied up for hours and hours, really concentrating on business. And it's, you know, you definitely have to find that happy medium between work and family and, you know, decide what's important. Hey, thanks for coming along with us on that trip. We had a great time. It was rainy. It was a little bit cold, but all in all, we all had a great time. The campground was awesome. Really, the fees there aren't bad. I mean, I think we paid, I want to say $65 to ride for 2 days, and then $35 for a campsite. I mean, we didn't need power, but they do have places to pull campers in with power and, you know, and all the amenities. We had our box trailers there, and we just set up cots or hammocks and, you know, made it work. But I would definitely go back there again. We're definitely planning another trip to go there and ride. The kids had a blast. We didn't even get to the other side of the road, so we only ended up hitting half the trails they had there. We had to make it kind of quick. We got in and out. We had some other plans, but I mean, all in all, we had a great time, and we will definitely be back there. So if you guys are, you know, somewhat near Cole Township, Pennsylvania, I'd definitely check it out. I mean, it was like a 3-hour drive for us, but you know, it was definitely well worth it. So stay tuned for any of our other videos. Make sure you subscribe, and thanks for checking us out. If you're still hanging out, why not check out some of our other videos? And remember that you're blessed when you stay on course, walking steadily on the road revealed by God.